guys know Alex, Denim, myself, Alanah, and
Hey
Melissa. So let's just go around the table. Melissa, top 5 shows.
My
your
top
starter cake.
Okay, so mine is a unit. It is I Love Lucy, Scrubs, Doctor Who, Downton Abbey, and True Detective.
Mine, in no particular order, are Game of Thrones, Scandal, The Simpsons, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and Twin Peaks.
Mine is the 5 o'clock news. The the 5 o'clock news. Jeopardy, Martin, Law and Order SVU, and then of course the greatest show of all time, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Breaking Bad, Modern Family, Castle, The Voice, and Game of Thrones.
All of you guys had different ways of coming up with the top 5 list. Some of I know you. What was the method that you specifically came up with?
So mine was a very specific unit. I chose each thing not only to represent a genre, but to actually watch in this order to give you an idea of how TV has worked over time.
Oh,
so
cool.
starting with I Love Lucy and ending with True Detective. I Love Lucy being
That's really cool.
That makes sense.
yes, and True Detective being like, this is what you can expect to watch in the future, because I think that's the way that things are going to kind of go with these anthology series.
Like
miniseries.
Fargo does, too.
Exactly.
You guys also were very genre specific, which I think that you did.
I kind of went for genre. I also went for what I like to think of as game changers, like TV shows that set precedents for every other TV show that came after them. You know, Twin Peaks, there was never has been, and in my personal opinion, never been anything like that. And even just the idea that no one expected it to be successful, and it actually beat Cheers in the ratings for Thursday night slot. Yeah, season 1 beat the Cheers ratings, which was like arguably the most popular show.
I'm real curious about yours.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
Yeah,
This is
Denims was
phenomenal.
very interesting because I saw 5 o'clock news. I go, this is so smart.
That
Why
is-
hasn't
I was just
anybody
like,
thought
oh,
I
of
should have put
this?
that on my
This
list.
is why I chose the 5 o'clock news, because hello, if you have never seen television, you should know what's going on in your neighborhood, because there are some pretty freaky and crazy people that are out in this world. So if you are not watching television, you need to start with the news.
This is cool how we all approached it differently, like
Right.
the reasonings for each of these, because we were all thinking about it in such a different way and viewing it, and there's so many good shows here.
All right, so let's come up with a conclusion as far as how do we want the top 5 to look like.
I think we need to go genre-based. Whether it's like game changer or like best of each genre, I think somehow it needs to be a little more, each one represents the best of a genre, because I think that's the only way that it's going to be somewhat
Like an all
definitive,
around.
but all
All-inclusive.
around.
Right,
Okay.
I'm edging toward genre specific just because the transformation, even though that is great for people who really love TV, that's smart. But for somebody who's new to it, like when we all started watching television, it wasn't a transformational thing.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
like
very
they
much,
might not even
we watched-
understand
I
the
like this.
transformation.
I like
Right,
sitcoms.
right,
I
right.
like this, and so I
Okay.
think
I'm
that
thinking
genre
that because
specific.
of that Nick at Night
Yeah.
thing we were
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about. How when you,
Okay.
And so, and I also like, in case they do watch a drama, medical drama, they're watching the best one. So if they say like, "Oh, I'm not a fan of it," then chances are they're not
You're
going to
not
like the
gonna be a
medical.
fan of-
So
Yeah.
then, okay,
That's a
let's
good-
move on to the
okay.
next thing. So,
Yeah.
all right, so genre specific. So so with that in mind,
I
of
know,
your
it's
top
gonna be a
5,
fight.
of your top 5,
Okay,
so of
okay.
the top 2 shows.
My 2 are The Mary Tyler Moore Show and Game of Thrones.
I am going to go with, okay, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, obviously,
Okay.
when it comes to sci-fi. And then I'm going to go with Law and Order SVU.
The
because
5 o'clock news isn't on there?
Because
No.
what if you're one of these people that the news makes you depressed? You don't want to watch the news.
And I guess
Yeah.
it's not really like a genre.
I'm gonna use
Exactly.
my veto power. Not veto power. You can keep your shows, but I'm gonna add 5 o'clock news.
I think my top 2 are going to be Breaking Bad,
Okay.
hands down.
Good.
And if we're doing reality as a genre, I'm going to stick up for The Voice.
So you're
I agree.
sure you don't want to put American Idol if they start with if you're starting with season 1 of The Voice or season 1 of
If you're starting
American
with
Idol.
season 1, then let's do American Idol.
Yeah, your
So
top 5.
my 2 shows to contribute after hearing everyone else's is Scrubs for sitcom
Okay.
and Downton Abbey for costume drama and soap opera.
Oh.
Yes, I will go with that.
There we go.
I personally put 5 o'clock news in there. I also made sure I put in ER, and then I also put in Seinfeld. Okay, so we're gonna break this down. We're not gonna worry about rankings yet. We're just gonna get 5 shows. So there are 13 shows currently, but we're gonna go one by one. We're gonna go, since we decided on genre, we're gonna go genre by genre. So let's start with reality/variety. SNL, American Idol.
SNL.
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 SNL. See, I started with an easy one.
Yeah, SNL agreed.
Mary Tyler Moore, Scrubs, Seinfeld.
For comedy? For sitcom comedies?
Seinfeld.
I love Scrubs.
I love Miss Moore, but I think I have to go with Seinfeld.
I think I have to too, just because it's going to be more relatable still to somebody watching TV now than Mary Tyler Moore. I think it's going to have to be Seinfeld. Although I do love
Seinfeld.
I do love
And you
Seinfeld.
said Mary Tyler.
3-1.
No, I'm sticking with Scrubs.
Oh, I was thinking it was Scrubs. So nobody went Mary Tyler? Shame on all of you. This is also the toughest one, because this is dramas. Game of Thrones, ER, Law and Order, Breaking Bad, and Downton Abbey.
Oh my! Wait! You're making us choose. I can't.
That's too much.
No.
It's too much.
No.
It's too much.
That's why we have 3 sitcoms, we have 5 dramas. We have 3 slots remaining, because 5 o'clock news and SNL are already chosen.
Drop out 5 o'clock news, replace it with Law and Order SVU, because that's reflective of what's going on in society as well. It bases their cases off of things that have happened.
So, Law and Order, SNL, Seinfeld.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got,
Okay.
We got
Okay.
it. Now,
Okay.
the
3
toughest
down.
part. Okay. This is gonna be,
Schnookies?
okay. Again, this is, Game of Thrones, ER, Breaking Bad, Downton Abbey.
I feel like Downton Abbey and ER can be kaput off the list.
I agree.
I
I agree.
I love Downton
I
Abbey.
feel like
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, with Downton Abbey going off the list though, is if Game of Thrones
Yes.
goes on the list.
No, I
Yes.
agree.
Okay, no, I can agree with that.
Wait,
yeah, I
wait,
think...
but no, that's fine, because right now, we have the 5.
What?
We have Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Law and Order, SNL, Seinfeld.
I accept all of this.
Yes!
Those are 5.
Wait,
All right.
let's go over the list one
Now,
more time.
Okay,
now,
slower
and
for
now
Karen.
you have,
Yeah.
now you have to rank them.
Oh,
Let's ease it off a little bit instead of it being like this is the best show, this is the 5th show. Let's do it. What's the first show she should ever watch?
Okay,
The second
yes,
show she should
much
ever watch.
better.
The third
I
show.
can-
Yeah.
I would start off with SNL.
Yes.
It's the easiest to watch.
First.
Yeah, it's not something
Yeah.
that you really have. Like, you can skip a couple episodes and you'll still be fine.
does it matter?
It's short
And
segments.
sketches aren't
Yeah.
always tied together. So
Yeah.
it's like, oh, here's a little bit of comedy. Here's something that's going
Yeah.
on in the world today that they're commenting on. It's like a little taste of everything.
Yes.
I would vote
Yeah.
second is Law and Order, because to me, first one SNL going like, okay, this is what TV is, and it can be very funny. This is what TV is when it is a drama, like the most basic.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is a drama TV show.
I would
Difficult
actually
show.
say Breaking Bad 3. Number 3. Well, after Law and Order, because you've already gone into the drama.
Okay.
And
know
then
what?
you get into the long story arc. Like, then you're mentally able to go into the
Oh, from
5
procedural to
seasons.
serial.
Yes.
Dramas.
And then also
And then
Interesting.
break it up.
Law and
with
Order
Seinfeld.
buffers the craziness of what's going to happen in Breaking Bad, and then when you're like, what the? After Breaking Bad, you're like, I need a break from
Yes.
this. Seinfeld.
Exactly.
Seinfeld resets your, like,
Yes.
everything.
And then
I
you can
think
go
that's
into
a
Game
good
of
idea.
Thrones.
Yes.
Just like,
Okay.
totally
Good
different.
idea.
Because Game of Thrones
Yeah.
is essentially a difficult show to like.
Yeah.
So
It's
hard.
all
Right.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Difficult to follow,
So I
difficult
agree.
to watch.
one
No.
is SNL,
Okay,
2 is Law and Order, 3
3
is
is-
Breaking Bad,
4
4
is
is
Seinfeld,
Seinfeld,
and
5
is Game of Thrones.
And there it is, your starter pack for the top 5 shows.
In
You're
it,
just
in
starting
it.
television.
I'm proud of us, guys.
That was so much easier
Yeah.
than I expected.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching this segment of Top 5 Shows. If you are new to Telemazing, make sure you press the subscribe button below. Make sure you do, because we have so much content. We have our podcasts that are on Mondays. We have our live sessions, which are on Wednesdays. We have our 2 other videos we do. We don't do just Top 5 on Tuesday. We also do To Review, which is on Thursdays. And we have the Game Day Sundays. Now that football's over, you're going to want a game. And you got it on Sundays now. So subscribe. Make sure you also like this video if you like what we did. And so yeah, have fun. Yeah, awesome. Yay! Woo!